In this video, we're going to cover what you do the day before your race to sort of get everything ready and make sure you're prepared. So this is what I usually do. Of course, this is the thing is I can't show you on the screen are things that you need to do, like making sure you've got your printer with plenty of paper in it. It's got plenty of ink in it. Making sure you've got all your equipment you need. But besides all that, when it comes to the program, what I usually do is I pull up the race. And now I usually hit the sync button. I just hit it a few minutes ago before the video started, but it will pull in any online registrants. It will also, of course, upload anyone you've manually entered, or if you fix any information in the program, it'll update the website so that it shows it there too. But usually what I do is I make sure I've got all the online registrants in the system. The day before the race, the online registration is closed, so you don't have to worry about any new entries. I like to print off the two reports here. One's called the bib number sheet, and all you do is if you expect to have 200 people in your race, I usually print it off for maybe 600 or 400. Let's just do a random number here. So it takes a second for that to generate. Okay, so what this report does is this is what is used at the end of the finish line area. Now, I mentioned in my finish line setup video, you can find on my YouTube channel, that I have one person with a clipboard that has this report, and their only job is to make sure they get every bib number in order. And you can see that there is a spot here to write in a time. However, knowing that I've never used it and no one I know ever uses it, but if you needed it for any reason, you could use that, maybe just to write random notes out to the side if you needed to. But typically, this is just used to get all the bib numbers in order. Again, this is something I usually have someone at the very end of the finish line shoot, writing down numbers, because by that time the people are walking really slow and it's easier to get all the numbers in order. This report here can be used as a good reference point, so that if I am working the computer capturing finishing times, I can always ask the person with this sheet how many numbers they have written down to make sure that I'm synced up with them. So if they're on number 82, for example, they've got 82 numbers written down, they can tell me, hey, I've got 82 numbers, how many, is that how many splits you have, or finishing times, and we can make sure we're in sync at all times. So so if I ever have a question, if I maybe missed one or captured one too many finishing times, I can always ask this person here. So I usually print this report off. Again, like I said, just slide the bar up back and forth. If you have more than 500 participants and you think you need more than 1,000, as you add athletes, it'll make sure you've got at least double the amount of participants you've got added. So if you happen to have 900 participants registered, this will automatically expand out to where it allows you a couple thousand of these spots. But anyways, you pick your number, then you just hit refresh, and sometimes you have to hit it twice, but you hit refresh and it will generate the report for you. And then you can just print them. So I print that report off, and the next report I print off is the roster. Now, if you are if you have a professional timing company and that's going to time your race, and all you used for this program was the online registration feature, you could print off this detailed roster and export it to Excel and give that to them. But most people just use this program for timing. And what I do is I print off the race roster. And what I do is I print this off and I put it on my pre-registration table. And as people come to pick up their bags, they will check off their name or their number, saying that I picked up my bag and everything looks correct. You could use this checkbox for anything you need. For example, if you wanted to just check off people that you need to order shirts for, or anything else, I usually use it as a way to determine, yes, these people are here, and so they check off that their information is correct when they get their bag. And then right before the race starts or after the race starts, I get someone to count up how many boxes are not checked. And when the race timing, when the clock actually starts, I can look and see, I can count how many boxes are not checked, and then the program tells me how many finishers have completed versus how many are have registered. And so based on those three numbers, how many boxes are not checked, how many finishers have completed the course, and how many people total registered, I can tell how many people should be left on the course at any given time. So if I had 300 people register I had 20 people that didn't show up, then I know that as soon as number 280 finisher comes through, then that's everyone on the course. So if you don't have a trailing vehicle, that's the next best thing you could do to determine if you're actually finished with the race or not. So so this is the race roster. Like I said, I can print this off and have it on the registration table so that people can double check their information. So those two reports, that's pretty much what I print off. In the next video, we're going to look at actually how to time the race. And but this is, like I said, what I do the day before the race.